So what I usually do is at first, I'll just bend it a little bit, and this is just kind of cracking the seal. So you'll hear a couple of those. I just do a little bit of that to try to get it ready. And then what I do is I put the screwdriver in the record protection holes. Now let me tell you something, this doesn't always work. And in this case, because we're planning on replacing this shell anyway, it doesn't really matter, because you can literally destroy the shell, and you can just move the tape, like I said, into another housing and it'll play just fine. So if this doesn't work, what happens frequently is as you try to pry this, the tape will actually just start tearing along the sides because this seal might be really, really tight. So we're just going to give this a shot and see if we can make this happen. You'll see that it's kind of breaking a little. Yeah, you'll see a little bit. I've got a little bit of a crack going, but you'll also see that it's damaging there. See how it's doing that? We're spreading it out a little bit. That's what we're trying to get done. We're trying to get this to break along the seam. And you can see, I don't know if you can tell on this camera, but how it's kind of discoloring right there. That's because it's wanting to start breaking even more. Yeah, we're gonna make kind of a mess of this. I'm being a little less cautious with this one because I know what we're doing. So I've kind of pushed it through there. I'm gonna try not to do any damage to the actual oxide in there. But this, yeah, you can see that this isn't gonna be very cooperative. And they're frequently not cooperative. And this is definitely one of them. And there, sometimes I'll take a blade and I'll kind of start carving out these edges just a little bit to try to break the seal. And that's what the cracking is supposed to do, but this one didn't work very well. So we're just gonna get through here. We're gonna just force this thing apart. There, it kind of moved back onto the seam right there a little bit. And we're going to try to keep the screwdriver away from the tape itself inside the housing. Yeah, this is getting beat all to heck as we do this. This is not an ideal process. But some of these tapes, I tell you, there, that one kind of started going. But you'll see how it doesn't break along the seal evenly, or the seam. This happens sometimes. There we go. It's getting a little more, a little less awful. Let's see if we can crack it on this side a little bit more. There we go. Okay. So, amazingly, we could probably, if I was a little cautious with this other side, you actually could reuse this. If you were taking this apart to fix it, so far it's not damaged too much that we couldn't put it back together, but it is getting close. So we're going to see if we can get down along this side. Let's see what's happening there. Okay, there you go. Came apart. Not the most beautiful thing, but you really could put this back together and tape it shut if you needed to. But there you go.